Well, hello and welcome to a Monday Dominion Daily. We have a base set and Cornucopia and Guilds Kingdom with a bit of stuff going on, I'd say. At least there's Joust with all of the rewards, and there are some nice cards, but there's no trashing. But before we discuss the properties of this kingdom, let's discuss the cards step by step. We have, and as always, feel free to just skip this part if you are more interested in the gameplay. We have Seller, which is a 2-cost action card, and on play it gives you an action, and then you discard any number of cards, then draw that many. Next up, we have Hamlet, which is a cantrip and lets you discard a card for an action and also another card for a buy. Or you can also just discard one card for a buy. So this is kind of a flexible village, but if you discard 2 cards, you essentially, have played a card by and discarded a card, and it's not the greatest of villages usually, but it is there. It does get there. Next, we have Moat, which is +2 cards and also defense against attack cards, but since Joust has replaced Tournament, which had an attack card as a prize, there are no attack cards in the rewards anymore. So in this kingdom, there is no way to attack the opponent. And notably, if you play some sort of Hamlet mode thing, then you're never actually drawing cards if you're discarding a card with the Hamlet, because Hamlet played as a village is basically hand size neutral, hand size decreasing, and mode only increases hand size by 1. Merchant is sometimes peddler. The first time you gain a silver this turn, you get +1 coin, +1 card, and +1 action, like disappearing coin, that disappearing payload, much like market. Well, let's discuss market next, I guess. I don't think, sorry. Market is the same as peddler, but it doesn't have that condition that you need to play silver later, and it also gives a +buy, which is why it also costs 5. Then we have Council Room, +4 cards and a buy. Each other player draws a card. So friendly effect for the opponent. Laboratory, +2 cards and an action. Artisan lets you gain a card to your hand, costing up to 5, and then you put a card from your hand onto your deck. And then another 6-cost victory card in this case is Fairgrounds, which is worth 2 victory points per 5 differently named cards you have. So if you have each of those kingdom cards and each of the victory cards and two of the treasures, let's say, they are worth as much as provinces, so they are a really nice opportunity to come back in points later. And especially here with the rewards, which we're going to discuss next, they are quite a viable way of scoring here, I'd say. So how do you get rewards? We have Joust, which is another peddler variant, unconditionally giving you the coin each time, other than its predecessor Tournament. And Joust tells you that you may set aside a province from your hand to gain any reward to your hand. The province is then discarded in cleanup, just to make sure that you cannot use multiple jousts with the same province. And yeah, so that incentivizes you to go for province early and try to collide it with the joust. And then you get one of those rewards to your hand, which are really powerful cards that that are all unique, and once you get them, your opponent cannot get them anymore, and likewise, and vice versa, of course. So let's go through them very quickly. Here's Coronet. You may play a non-reward action from your hand twice, and then treasure, non-reward treasure from your hand twice. Courser, which is a choice of 2 of either +2 cards, +2 actions, +2 coins, and gain 4 silver. So even if you just played 4 +2 cards and +2 actions, that's the Lost City. Pretty nice. The main is a village and also gives buys and also gains you gold and is worth victory points per gold you have. So a bunch of effects slapped onto that and really nice card usually. Housecarl lets you draw 1 card per differently named action you have in play. So a bit like Artists from the Rising Sun expansion, but it doesn't care about the number of action cards you have in play, and also only counts action cards, and also doesn't give you an action. I guess there are a few differences, but it's the same idea. And of course, it also synergizes with other rewards, because if you get a few rewards in play, then this will draw you a ton. Huge Turnip, usually the most underwhelming of them, but can be nice, I guess. Gives you 2 coffers and +1 coin per coffers you have. So on play, it immediately gives you 4 money, and you can choose not to spend the 2 coffers, and then on the next turn you get 6 money, and then so on. It really increases over the turns, but then in that case you also need to not spend the coffers you have. Renown is the last one to discuss. It's kind of a mega bridge. It reduces the cost of cards by 2 and gives you a buy, which is a really powerful effect, especially if you can pair it with throne-like effects that double play actions. That's also why Coronel doesn't let you replay rewards. But in this kingdom, it will still be strong, but there is no throne synergy with it. So strategy-wise, what are we going for here? There is no trashing, no thinning. Let me actually show you the kingdom plot. It looks kind of funny because we have this gain. Yeah, we have an extreme source of gains. There are, wait, how many cards? Well, 3 cards in the kingdom directly that give you plus buy, and then some rewards that give you buys. There's Artisan, and yeah, that's already enough to tip off this gain scale. There's draw, village, and alternate ways to score points, but there are no attacks and there's no thinning. And yeah, this plot reflects the kingdom quite well. So we want to go for a bunch of draw, hit 6 early to get a few nice cards in, then and also to set up the coming turns, and then try to hit 8 early to connect the joust with the province, go for the rewards. I'm not sure which order we will go for. It kind of depends on the game state and whether the AI is in a position to also gain rewards. But Coronet and Courser look nice in terms of deck control stuff. Domain and Renown are also usually very powerful. So let's see where we'll go. Now, opening wise, I have the 5-2, and with the 5-2, there are, in my opinion, 2 main options. We could go for the 2 cost. I think we'll just pick up a hamlet and be okay with that. That's kind of a do nothing thing for now, and then later the village effect might be nice with Artisan. And we could pair the hamlet with a council room, hoping to draw early. The disadvantage of that is that we also draw the opponent card, or laboratory, I think. Joust or market. I think I prefer the joust even, because we mostly care about the coin currently, and the plus buy we can get from Hamlet also later. And later it will be nicer if we can connect Jousts with provinces. But yeah, our goal is to hit 6 for Artisan, so on the 3-4 or 4-3 I would just go double silver and be happy with it. So I'm not super pleased with this 5-2, but I guess laboratory, Hamlet, you can't go all too wrong. Let's play this out. Now at this point, let's just get a silver. Our laboratory misses the shuffle, which means that at least here we might hit 6. No, we don't. Let's stock up on draw for now. Do we find the silver? No, we found the silver already, so the merchant won't do anything. If we find it, well, that's sad. Maybe should have been another silver actually. But yeah, let's try to get through this deck quickly. This is also not great. Well, at least we get another buy out of it. Although, yeah, we do get to pick up an artisan and a seller. We could also think about picking up a province, but at this point, since we don't have any jousts yet, it doesn't matter at all to get this. Here, let's just keep picking up those. Play the Hamlet for plus action, which means we can. Now let's get some more information first. Okay. If we gain a silver, we only hit 5, right? If we gain a joust, we also only hit 5. We even only hit 4. However, if we gain a laboratory, we will get a bit further through the shuffle and see the artisan sooner. And now here I'll just discard 2 to get to the end of this shuffle. And yeah, see the silver, which is nice, allows us to pick up another artisan, I guess. Yeah, this is quite tricky to play actually. I'm not entirely convinced yet, but we should try to hit province as soon as possible now. Can just top deck. Let's top deck a laboratory and pick up a merchant. I'm not feeling like I'm playing this very well at the current point. It's just with those junky decks, I'm always struggling to do it properly. And yeah, I know it already gains a province. At least here we'll also get to pick up a province. We can just get a buy here, I guess. The seller we can discard here. It's the last card here. I don't remember, man. Not playing this well. But here we can just pick up a silver, top deck a lab, and pick up province. Now the AI just buys and gains a seller, also having a junky deck. And also those moats, I'm not super convinced about those moats, but well, and you saw there, we saw the province, which was awful, because that means this shuffle we won't be able to get stuff done that we want. So here, I think we just need to keep picking up laboratories. Let's get through as much as we can. Or no, actually, let's keep the silver around. Do we want to trigger here? This is tricky. Maybe we can top deck a joust and pick up a maybe. I'm really at loss as to how to play this. I thought the artisan plan would be good, but I'm not getting in enough hamlets to really support that. And it just feels like we're slogging through a very thick deck at all times. The AI picks up the next reward and might just run away here. Its fairgrounds will be worth a bunch. Picks up the third province here. Now, we do find the the reward here, and I think we pick up renown and just try to put in a bunch of a bunch of labs, I guess. I think we still can come back with Fairgrounds, but AI's deck isn't looking all too bad. Although those moats are really weird, but yeah, it's just hammering through the provinces. Let's see what we can do here. This looks really good, actually. Need to pick up this plus action. Now we're lucky that we have the artisan to get this province. Now, what do we want to get here? I think we want to get the domain to get the golden and here, yeah, just maybe pick up another lab that we can top deck. And with those buys, we could buy double province, but of course that would be really quite bad. So we do need to go for these fairgrounds and just hope that the AI can't do too much this turn. But yeah, given that it has picked up yeah, some council room stuff and all of those rewards, it's looking really grim. Especially since it will also be able to, wow, yeah, score a bunch. I think we do play this Joust here already. This one as well. Just to trigger the shuffle before we discard all of those cards with our seller. Now here I like going for this plus action first. Discard 5 cards. Yeah, what we're lacking is plus action. It's really, really bad. So what we need to do now, I think I'm actually picking up a moat here just to pump up the fairgrounds, right? Currently we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then 2 rewards, 13, 14, so moat should be then the bump for our fairgrounds, right? Yeah. So now we're at 34 points. If AI just provinces here, then we might be good, but AI does have a lot of village stuff going on and draw stuff going on. So it might just be able to double province and finish the game here. Yeah. Setting aside those provinces, getting those actions in now, playing the council room. Okay, no, it just provinces, which means that actually we might be able to win this. This is wild. Can play the domain. Let's see what we draw here. Don't draw anything of significance. We can gain a duchy and pick up the province for a 1-point victory. Man, this is insane. I did not think we would win this. This was really, really bad. I did not like how I played this at all. I also am not super sure what we could have done better. I thought really going quickly for the artisan there was the way to go. But yeah, the problem about this is that, sorry for clicking there, I was distracting myself. The problem with our approach was that we were lacking the village effects, and we were getting behind in Joust stuff, and I think we only actually won because the AI had the mistake of picking up the moats and did the mistake of picking up the wrong. I mean, Courser is alright, but not picking up the main and renown is crazy here. So yeah, and also it was just one unique card away from having one more point, which would have also done us over. Well, I guess then I might actually want to give this just a very quick another try, just to see whether this can also go nicer if you open double silver and see more stuff earlier. Wow. I mean, okay, now I'm drawing more or less perfectly in this attempt. Just drawing 5 all the way, never hitting 4. So yeah, I'm not sure. This is also not really representative, I guess. We should pick up a few hamlets now. Although maybe, yeah, picking up a market or just... Yeah, this is a big decision here. Let's say we can always just top deck stuff with top deck a hamlet with artisan. Now AI hits 8 there. What we do, find this stuff. There is an artisan on there. So we can just put a... Yeah, we are lacking the plus buy. Let's put a plus buy into our deck and just keep on hammering in laboratories. Now here we get to trigger a shuffle with those laboratories in it. We even draw them here, nice. And now we can just once again top deck a laboratory, hit 8 for the first province, and then just say we currently don't care about plus action. Maybe we'll get to connect the joust with the province. I mean, of course, AI's council room is also helping us better here in this run. But yeah, it's just ridiculous how well we are drawing now in comparison to the last game. Let's pick up another province just to be more likely to pair the joust there. Yeah, those no trashing kingdoms can be a bit depressing, I guess. Nice here. There is the province with the joust. Let's go for the courser. Maybe we find an artisan and get to just gain and play another joust for... Actually, Coronet looks really good right now. We get to double play the artisan, top deck 2 good cards, and play at the silver twice. So now we could go for the third province, but we don't really need to. At this point, we're so far ahead. I mean, it also doesn't hurt, I guess. Just snowballing away and trying to end the AI as quickly as possible. But yeah, this attempt feels much better, but this attempt also had ridiculously good early game draws. So I guess the average attempt probably is somewhere in between. Maybe instead of the merchants in my first game, one of the cards should have been a cellar. More cellar would have helped us to cycle better, and thus, yeah, amazing draws here. And let's discard both. Do get to play the council room. We do get to, to this stuff once again. We can pick up all of the rewards that we want. Yeah. You do get to play the domain. Do get to pick up another reward here. Discard this for an action. Draw 8 cards. Now, is this already some sort of win? Let's go for 2 cards to actions. Double play the artisan once again. Yeah, this looks really one, right? Can just double play this. Top deck this stuff, double play the gold, draw into this stuff, and finish the game in a furious fashion. Wait, do we actually have enough money for something else? No, that's not enough for this stuff, but yeah, look at this furious finish of this second game. Completely different picture than the other game. We just got ahead on laboratories through our draws. And yeah, what I guess I kind of underestimated in the first game was how much the second silver or those 2 silvers could help you to draw to get to 5. But also, yeah, it's a game of luck. And I'm happy that the second attempt with my initial game plan turned out better. But also I don't know what to tell you. The first one, maybe, yeah. I will hopefully see you again in a more interesting, less draw dependent daily. And with that, I will try to catch you next time. Goodbye.